'Cause I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I've breathed the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Been to Tullamore, Seymour, Lismore, Mooloolaba, Nambour, Roochdore, Kilmore, Marillaba, Birdsville, Emmaville, Wallaville, Connemara, Connemara, Strathrown, Proserpine, Alladala, Darwin, Gingin, Deniliquin, Muckdilla, Wallumbilla, Bougainville, Cumberland, Ramakilla. I've been everywhere, man.
There he is, Lucky Star. We'll talk about Elvis in a minute, though, but did you notice, for the first time, I think, in 170 shows, we have finally stumbled over a place that Lucky Star has been. That is Deniliquin, and why wouldn't he? Because it's a great place. Up there in Denny, we have got Hayley Purbrick. G'day, Hayley.
Hello.
Welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Thank you. Lovely to be here.
Lovely to be anywhere at our age. But, hey, I tell you what, tell us about Denny. Where is it to start with? Because everyone's heard of Deniliquin, or, in fact, many people wouldn't even know Denny is, in fact, called Deniliquin.
Yeah, so the Denny Ute Master, that's what everybody knows.
That's it. So where is it?
Mom. It is
Mom.
Central. Can you hear my
Mom.
boy behind me at the tennis in sunny Denny? Thank you, Luca. So Denny is in... I'd say southern New South Wales, 40 minutes over the border, directly north from Echuca, from Victoria.
So if I was driving to Denny, I would come up through Bendigo or wherever to Echuca, cross through Moama and keep going.
You could. There's lots of different ways you can get to Denny because it's very central, straight through the middle. So you could go through Bendigo, you could come up through Shepparton, Nagambie. There's lots of different ways to get here. You
should tell us why we would go through Nagambie. Why would we want to go through Nagambie, Hayley?
Well, Neil, because there's a beautiful winery there called Bill. Why wouldn't you want to go there?
Yes, we should say that Hayley is part of the family that has been running Tabilk for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, 5 generations strong. 100 years of ownership this year.
So we don't normally do ads, but we thought we'd better just mention that one. So turning our attention back to Denny, I did talk to you during the week and pointed out the pub that I had a really nice steak in. Did we find out what the name of that pub was?
I knew you'd ask me that, and I didn't find out what it was.
But to me, it's already starting to sound appealing because it sounds like there's more than 1 or 2 pubs. Because if you don't know which one I'm talking about, that's a good start.
Oh.
Well, I was looking on the information there, Neil, and it says the population is about 3,000 and got more than 1 pub, so that's great news.
It is good news.
Well, we're an interesting spot because we always say Denny's 4 hours from everywhere, so we probably service around 7,000 to 8,000 people, but the main community is 3,000 people.
So what do people do in Denny, apart from muster utes?
Well, there's a lot of agriculture here.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that's the dominant industry. We're in the heart of the Murray-Darling Basin. So lots of different industries, merino sheep. Denny's very well known for being good sheep country. We've got a lot of broadacre irrigation, so rice, cotton, wheat, barley, anything you can think of, it would be grown in Denny.
Is there much in the way of irrigation?
There is, yeah. We're on the Murray Irrigation Network is where most people get their water. We've got a beautiful river that runs through the middle of the town, the Edward River, and we draw all our water off the waterways there. So, it's good irrigation country.
I'm going to either make a complete idiot of myself or make people feel really sad about the trivia that I keep in my head. Am I right in saying the local government area is called Edward River?
It is, yes. It's an amalgamated area. It only got together a couple of years ago. It used to be Deniliquin Council and Conago Shire Council. So now we're big Edward River Council, which is why we're out to the sort of 7,000 people these days.
Right. And I think young Luca said that, can I go home? Can I go home?
Yes.
Yeah.
I go home. We are on a farm out towards Conago, so he could have been implying that.
Yeah. Well, you said there's lots of people getting up to Deniliquin. Are they coming up for the Melbourne Cup for a long weekend?
Yeah, in New South Wales we don't have a public holiday this weekend, but we've got lots of people around. Very popular. The Denny Big Four is an award-winning caravan park, and it's very popular over the long weekend.
I've always wondered about Big Four. It's a bit like Mitre 10. There's a lot more than 10 of them. I must find out why Big Four is called Big Four. So when people come up there, can they water ski on the river? Is that something you can do at the Edward?
Yeah, you can water ski, there's canoeing, lots of water sport activities. They do a annual float where you can get your big floaty and hop in the river and float down the river on Australia Day. It's, lots of river activities. Swimming in the river, fishing are very popular.
And the houseboats too, I was just seeing a picture of.
We do have some houseboats. You don't see as many houseboats here as you do around Mildura, but there are houseboats for rent in Denny to go up and down the Edward.
What you can't see because you're on the phone, and what none of our listeners can see because we're on the radio, is we are furiously going through iPhones here at the moment trying to identify facts about Deniliquin and on the run. You see, it's quite entertaining from our end, if nothing else. So if I was to say, you know what, I'm actually going to pack up after this because I'm going to take Monday and Tuesday off. I'm going to head up to Denny. What's the one thing I must do while I'm in Denny this weekend?
Oh gosh, I mean, I would say we've got a pretty cool car museum, something you won't find anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Where a local person, the Purbrick family, has taken all their old vehicles and set up this amazing kind of American-style diner, very similar to what you might see back in Elvis's era. And it's
beautiful segue. Well
Very
played.
nice.
Nicely done.
It'd be remiss of us not to ask about the Denny Ute Muster, because I think most people would know. When is it and what is it about?
Well, you've just missed it. It's in October every year, around grand final weekend, and it is, it's a long-standing event in our community, huge fundraiser, and essentially people come from all over Australia. They get big singer acts, country singers from around the world come in and play, and it's a celebration of the good old Australian ute. So you see a lot of ute action, a lot of interesting characters who love their ute, and it's usually a very hot weekend, so feels very Australian.
And what a beautiful way of explaining them by calling them interesting characters. I think that's a beautiful expression, Hayley. Well done, you. Hey, we are going to let you go because you've got tennis to watch. By the way, any scores from the tennis that we need to know about?
Oh, look, I think we've got 160 kids who turn up for the junior comp every Saturday morning. So
we won't run through those.
Doing their best.
But I can tell you the name of the pub concerned is the Sportsman's Arms.
Well done.
On the corner of Davidson and Victoria Street. Now, of course, obviously, if we were coming up there, there's a farm out towards Carnago where we'd be made most welcome for a lamb spit or something. What bottle of red wine would I be bringing with me, Hayley? Here's your chance.
Oh, gosh, I'm going to suggest that everybody goes out and buys some Shiraz because there is so much beautiful red wine on the market at the moment. I would get out and I'd get yourself a beautiful Shiraz.
Is there any made by a particular winery near Ngambie that we should be aware of?
Well, if you were coming through Ngambie, you could think about getting a Tubilk Shiraz and it wouldn't disappoint.
Excellent. Hayley Purbrick, thank you for taking some time out of your busy Saturday morning to tell us about Denny. We are so thrilled because you know the song I've Been Everywhere. Like, it names about 150 towns. We've not yet found anyone in any of the towns to talk to, and we finally got one in Denny. So thank you for doing that for us today.
No problem at all.
Thank you, Hayley Purbrick, up there in Deniliquin.